Good evening, sir.
Howdy, howdy.
Welcome, welcome. Today we'll be conducting the push-up test to get an idea of your muscular endurance. But before we do any of that, we have to take care of a couple things before you're cleared for exercise testing. Now, the first thing is the consent form, right? So this is to make sure that you understand the process of the test. You understand that the risks associated with exercises and that we're making every effort on our part to minimize them and by observing you carefully during the test. And that you understand that you have a responsibility to give as accurate information as you can according to your health history, and that you let us know if you're in any discomfort during the test.
Yes.
And that you understand that this is a test for UWF and athletics and exercise science, and that we can use the results for educational and screening purposes. And the last one is that you understand that you're free to withhold consent and stop the test whenever you feel like it.
Yes.
This is all in your hands. So here you go. I'm going to give you the consent form.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Appreciate that. Okay. Thank you. The next thing we're going to go over is the physical activity readiness questionnaire. Now, the purpose of this one, here, let me turn to it real quick. Let's see, there it is. Now, okay, so as you know, physical activity is good for everyone, and it's very safe for most people. This is a short questionnaire that will let you know whether you need to seek further advice from a doctor before proceeding to exercise. So I'll just read them off to you if it's okay with you. Has your doctor ever said that you have a heart condition or high blood pressure?
No.
Do you feel any pain in your chest at rest, during daily activities of living, or when you do physical activity?
No.
Do you lose balance because of dizziness, or have you lost consciousness in the last 12 months?
No.
Have you ever been diagnosed with another chronic medical condition other than heart disease or high blood pressure?
No.
Are you currently taking any prescribed medications for a chronic medical condition?
No.
Do you currently have or had within the last 12 months a bone, joint, soft tissue, muscle, ligament, or tendon problem that could be made worse by becoming more physically active?
No.
Has your doctor ever said that you should only do medically supervised physical activity?
No.
Okay. Now, he answered no to all those questions, so he's cleared to go. We don't have to move on to page 2 or 3. Now, the next form we have to go to is the medical history form. So this is another way we find out some more information about you that is relevant before we test you, specifically about your family history and anything in your personal history that would raise a red flag and that we may need to look into before we test you.
Okay.
So if you would, just you have this page and you have the next page.
Okay.
You can just go through them real quick. Still recording, that's good. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, he answered no to all those questions. Now, for the algorithm, this is for me. Gotta find it real quick. So for this specific patient, he does participate in exercise. He's a runner. So we go along with the yes category here. And he has no cardiovascular, metabolic, or renal disease, and no signs or symptoms pointing to such a possibility. And so medical clearance is not necessary, and he's clear to continue moderate to vigorous, exercise intensity. So he's good to go. Okay. Now on to a little bit more about this test and a little bit more about muscle stuff. A couple things you need to know, or it's good to know. That there's a difference between muscular strength and muscular endurance. And there are different muscle fibers that are used to display and perform these different feats of strength. Now, strength has to do with as much as you got in a very short amount of time or into one rep. And you know what endurance is, running for a long period of time or performing multiple reps without getting tired. Now, there are different muscle fibers that make up and display these feats. Like, for example, a power lifter or a sprinter is going to have more fast twitch and glycolytic muscle fibers that put a lot of power in a short amount of time. And a longer distance runner or a swimmer is comprised of more slow twitch muscle fibers that use more oxygen. Okay, one more thing. There's a difference between absolute strength and relative strength. Now, absolute strength is when we count the number of repetitions performed at a set resistance, so we know the weight and everything. Now, relative strength is we still count the number of repetitions, but at a weight relative to your maximum. So if we were to take a percentage of your maximum bench press or maximum squat or deadlift, what have you. So relative to your max. Now, on to the test. So we can use this test to see where you stand relative to the average population, and as a baseline to determine a course of action in terms of training to make you stronger. Now, for the push-up test specifically, the push-up is going to use mostly your chest and your triceps and shoulders to push, and the core to stabilize the body. Now, I'm going to perform the form as you were required to do in the test. Now, if you could, just take that and record me doing this. No. If you want, you can flip the camera. You're not able to flip the camera? That's okay. Alright, so here's the form of the push-up. Your feet are going to be together. Your arms, your hands are going to be placed under your shoulders. You can back up a little bit more. Now, so we're going to go. You're going to start in the down position. Down here. And when we start, you're going to start doing, you have to go fully extended and pretty much all the way down. We would have a mat normally, but we do not have a mat. So I'm going to eyeball it according to about my fist. And your stomach cannot hit the floor. You must maintain a straight posture. And it's good to know that you breathe correctly. You shouldn't be holding your breath. You have to breathe just like anything else. What is the proper way to do that is to breathe in on the way down and to breathe out on the way out. You're going to do as many of these as you can. You can bring it over here now. If you have anything else to perform for you. You're going to do as many of these as you can. There is no time limit like the military test. Okay. And the test stops when you're straining when I could see it's too much, or when your form fails within 2 reps of each other. Are you ready to take the test?
Yes.
All right, let's make it happen.
Right here. You said I start down, correct?
You start in the down position. Hold up. Smile.
Howdy, howdy.
And I'm going to measure. Your chin has to come at least to right here. Okay?
Yeah.
Stomach cannot hit the floor. Butt doesn't go up. Keep it straight.
All right.
Keep your feet together. And your arms are perfect.
Okay, cool beans.
All right? Are you ready?
Yep.
And go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Head up. $20. Head up. 25.
Yeah, what's
That's it.
Here it is.
All right. You have performed 27 push-ups. That's good. That's really good.
Cool beans.
Now, according to your age, in the male category, in the age category of 20 to 29, 27 push-ups puts you in the good category. So you're good to go. Thank you for your help.
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Thanks for your time.
All right. Thank you very much.